Hey guys, I'm Slick77. Uh, this is not Infinite Heights episode. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself. Not like a vlog, just about like who I am. And as you can obviously tell, I got a face cam going. And the reason why you don't see me using Minecraft is because I don't feel like Minecraft really needs the face cam. But I primarily got this just for the horror games I played, like Amnesia, Dark Descent, and then I tried playing Amnesia Machine for Pigs, but I wussed out pretty badly. I'm a pretty big wuss. I'm surprised I got through Dark Descent actually. Um, but before I continue this, I'm gonna play some music with you guys. I just found this the other day, and it is from Sonic 3 Hydrocity Zone. It's the second level, but this is Act 2 where the music changes. But this is a remix of it, and I think it's really good. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a little quiet at the beginning, but it'll pick up. Now, um, you know how I build, you know what I sound like, now you know what I look like. I like the Hawaiian shirts, but I don't like the cheesy Hawaiian shirts where it's just completely busy with palm trees and there's a beach and a car. No, this is, what is that, a pineapple? Yeah, that's a cool pineapple. You got a little bit of leafery, but it's mostly like a dull color like that. Now, another big part of me is, a huge part actually, is the books. I read a lot of books. That's one bookshelf, and here's the other. Camera gonna focus? Yes, it will. So, and that's not all the books. I got like 4 books over here, and I got my bed piled of books at the moment, just to show you what I read. And these aren't like historical books. These are like Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I have where's a good one? Like right here, right here. R.A. Salvador. One of my favorite author. He still writes different books. This is one of his earlier series. What is this series called? I don't know at the moment what it's called. I think Saga of the First King. But the series that got me started in him, it was down here. Legend of Drizzt. This is about a 26 book series, and I really like the artwork for this. If you can see him, basically what he's got here is he's a drow elf in a dark cavern near his homeland. That's why it says homeland for the title. And right there, that's his panther now. He stole it from one of the wizards trying to kill him. It's like it's a magical creature, and he has 2 cyameters. He only has 1 out at the moment. But as he goes along through his books, he gets friends, gets more magical equipment, and it's a huge. They fight dragons, demons. It's cool and such. And I also read like the George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones. I like that stuff. I love the imp. He's my favorite character. Oh, I got a book out from the shelf. But one of my, I just read a book from one of my favorite authors. Is actually this one, Rob Hobb. Sorry, Fool's Assassin. This book just came out. I got this on my birthday thanks to my mom. I didn't even know she was writing more about these books. I was a huge fan of this series. And I'm not going to tell you much about this, but I did not expect this to continue, so it was an extremely big surprise, and it was an incredibly good book. Now see, the reason why I love reading these books is because they give so many details, which I know annoys a lot of people. Like, you walk into the woods, and they'll say it, and that'll be enough for a lot of people. But I want to know, like, what are the trees like? Is it snowing? Is it a rocky land? Is it flat? Is it like dark and creepy? What type of animals may live there? That's the type of stuff I want to know about. But the good books as well don't give you much information and just let your mind wander on what type of territory might be in these books. So I think that's another great thing. But I love the detail. And now that book I just showed you, is 617 pages long. At least, it's over 700. I love those long books, because that means there's going to be a lot of detail. But I just started another book. I'm not a big fan of it yet. I kind of gotten out of the Dungeons and Dragons, like, a lot of action going on series. Like here, I started reading this at some point, but then I stopped because that's about the same time I found Robin Hobb. And I just think it's a better form of writing than the, like, Dungeons and Dice style. I guess that would be called better. But because I like the Dungeons and Dragons aspect, I have a lot of stuff that can relate to it. Like I got this at a market. It's a stone, but it could be like a magical crystal of sorts. I didn't mean to drop that. I got like cool daggers and such. Let me see if I can pull it out for you. Not particularly sharp, but it's sharp enough. Can I hold it light? Yeah, there we go. It's got writing on it. It's in German, I believe. Not exactly sure. I have axes as well. You see the one? Let me show you this axe. Let me set you guys down. Let me take out my headphones. This axe here, I got this at the Renaissance Fair. That's pretty sharp too. Got this a couple years ago. It's got a good weight to it. Like I don't own a gun, so if I were to use this as a weapon, this is definitely gonna be really effective. I mean, sharp or dull, this is gonna hurt somebody, but still, it's got a large amount of weight to it. And this sword over here, hanging above my bed, one of my customers gave this to me. She owned a restaurant. We worked for her a couple years ago. Then we went to work for Rooter Rooter. Then we came back in business, and she gave this to me. But we haven't done any work for her in a long time. It's a nice sword. It's decently sharp. She had this in her basement, and I'm always going to remember that customer because she gave me this sword. Also, she's a good cook and has she gave me a beer once and it's pretty good. Oh, here's the book I wanted to tell you about. Now this one has a lot of storyline to it. It's the first in this set of series in the books, but it's not the first in the entire series, if you know what I mean. Like there's more books behind this, but this is the first one in like a set of 3 going into a new chapter in their story. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but it's not hectic. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but there's a lot of stuff going on here. Like they're traveling lots of places, they're doing a lot of things, but they're not trying to give too much detail into the battle. Like I don't know what the moves look like. Like they have special ways of saying of how to swing a sword. I don't know what that looks like, so I can't picture a battle too well. And but this is one of the books I said earlier that they'll say they're walking to a gloomy forest that looks like everything should be dead, and that's pretty much it for the explanation of the surrounding lands, and I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I want to hear this music again. Let me put my headphones back on. Now, aside from just the medieval weaponry, I do have, as you can see, I like the ocean and such. That pirate boat, I saw that at a customer's house when I was fixing a water heater, and I said to her, that is the best picture of a boat I have ever seen. And she said, really? Would you ever buy something like that? I said, yes, I would definitely buy something like that. And she gave it to me for free. She didn't want anything back. She just gave it to me. And it turns out she was moving and she didn't really want that boat. The picture of the boat. So it was pretty cool. But the best thing, I got to take my headphones back off. But the best thing about the boat is not the fact it's just the scenery of it. But let me see if I can show you guys. Look at that boat. I've never seen a picture of a boat that I really like as much as I like this one. But I really love the detail in the waves and how everything's kind of faded. The only thing dark is like the ocean. You guys can't tell, but this is an oil painting. And oh my goodness. It's awesome. Now, whoa. Hold on. One thing that I'm starting to find, like a lot of the books, I'm jumping around subjects, but one thing I'm starting to find that a lot of books in my genre do, especially for the old ones now, is that they'll add 3 books into one. This is 3 books, and it pisses me off that they do this. I read one of the 3 books in this, and this series jumps around. Like, I read the first 3 that came out, and that was cool. Then the first book in this continues that discussion, like continues the storyline in the future path. Then the second book is the past before the future happens. And the reason why I jumped around like that, it just really, really irritated me that I did that. So I hate reading books like this, and all the books I'm really enjoying are books like that. So, you guys know every once in a while, I'm drinking coffee. I don't think I said that. I gotta say that every episode for some reason. I don't think there's much more left to say, really. That's pretty much me. 23 years old now, just had my birthday. Here's my crab. Love this crab. I've had this for a couple years. I don't know who gave this to me. I think it was an ex-girlfriend. I'm not really sure about that, so I couldn't say, but for some reason, ex-girlfriend just... I can't imagine anyone else buying a stuffed animal for that, because I wasn't young when I got this. This was like probably 18 years old, maybe. Another thing that I really enjoy is I got for my birthday. My dad actually got this for me. Is I enjoy, like, I love to eat. I'm a big guy, but I'm like obese. But I'm definitely not like the skinny, got a 6-pack type guy. But first one I picked out, barbecue sauce. My dad got me a lot of these barbecues, a lot of different kinds of barbecue sauces for my birthday. And because I like to eat, I don't spend much money, so I get like, I can afford good, like the good food. I don't buy like all the cheap crap that you spread out their meal. I get generous portions. It's really good barbecue sauce. Got brass roast up too. There's one more thing I wanted to say. Can't particularly think of it at the moment. I'm looking around my room looking for it to spark my memory again. Oh, the desk behind me. I've had that for so many years. It's a nice desk. But spare room, I got this new desk. I want to show you off this desk because this is a really nice desk. The second drawers aren't in there just yet because those are filled with like important papers my mom needs. But this desk was just sitting in a side room for so long. That's where I keep my crab every day. But this desk was sitting in the side room for so long it was just going to waste. So finally decided to bring it over here. I'll put it to use. Because I'm such a huge Dungeons and Dragons fan, I got these books here. And what these books are is that, like, I'll read from, like, I'm like a continuing judge for Dukes, 3BCs, PACs, and upcoming IBC. That's actually tonight at 9 o'clock, I believe. I'm going to have to check the time. It's either 9 o'clock or 9:30 when it starts. But, big Dungeons and Dragons fan. I got Monster Manual, number 1. I got... I'm trying to do them in order. Monster Manual, number 3. And this one relates to The Legend of Drizzt. Monster Manual, that's number 2. This one's number 3. This is the Spider Queen Lolth, Lolth, which is the goddess for the drow. I keep looking at my screen for some reason. Then I have just standard bestiary, which has... I like this bestiary much better than the other ones because this was like packed full with more information on if you were to set up your own Dungeons and Dragons battle and such. So you get to know more about the beast, where I think these are lacking information. Yeah, this is all about... This information here is all about the details on what the hit radius, hit dice rolls and such of the monsters, where I think these are all about the monsters themselves, more or less. And then I also have Bestiary number 2. And the bestiaries compared to the monster manuals have more beasts in them. And I've read through these multiple times because I just love learning about these cool monsters. So, my incense ran out. It's not even done yet. It's nice smelling though. I got incense at the Renaissance Fair a couple years ago. I don't use it too often, that's why it's a couple years old. But I haven't gone this year. I need to go. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please sign up for the PA, the IBC that's tonight. It's gonna be all the Great Pills gonna be there. Diaz the Duke, Adrian, Drunk. I'll be there. Raz might be there. Kissy. Although we'll be in a different section of TeamSpeak. Maybe. I don't know how Duke plans to all run it out since it'll be the first time we're doing a live stream. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed the music. I'll leave a link in the description below, like I always do about the music. And for the next Infinite Heights episode, because the Infinite Heights is not going to be 1.8 for a while until Bucket gets its shit together, which I can't wait for because I'm waiting for the Red Sandstone. That's pretty much the reason why I'm not building. My current plans is evolved entirely around the Red Sandstone. So I thought about nothing else besides that. But I did find a cool set of buildings to show you guys from different players on IH. So I hope you will definitely enjoy that. And I'll see you guys next time.